A very warm welcome to all the Rasikas present here today. Namaskaram to one and all. On behalf of Thirukudanthai Kutumbakam, SVK, we are delighted to have you with us. SVK is a foundation formed with the vision of creating an institution that nurtures culture, traditions, and spiritual harmony, following the principles of Sanatana Dharma. General announcement, I request everybody to keep their phones on silent mode during the Upanyasam. And if you need to take a call, you can go outside and take the call and come back. A good doctor can diagnose and help us purify our body from diseases. But a good discourse helps purify the Atma and brings us closer to Paramatma. What if we had someone who can do both? We are truly blessed to have with us Dr. Sri Venkatesh, a self-cultivated Upanyasakar hailing from a humble middle-class family in Kumbakonam, who achieved district ranks in grade 10 and 12 and pursued medicine by merit at the Government Erode Medical College. It's purely with the grace of Perumal and Acharya that he entered the spiritual arena. He had a natural inclination towards teaching and discourses. He used to teach complex medical subjects in a simple manner to his friends during his college days. This interest in teaching and the ability to deliver the message clearly, along with his inherent quest towards spiritual knowledge, took him towards the field of Upanyasam. His spiritual initiation began at the feet of Sirupuliyur Annan Swami of Srirangam. Swami got the first opportunity of Upanyasam in 2010 at a very young age of 20 in the world-famous Kalgaruda Seva in Nachiyar Kovil. Since then, for the last 15 years, he has traveled to many places in India, Australia, New Zealand, UAE, Singapore, and Europe, spreading the greatness of our Sanatana Dharma. Swami can often be seen in TV channels during important festivals and occasions. He has been conferred with many titles and honors, and one of the important titles is Pravachana Tilakam. Roughly translates to Master of Discourses. Through his divine discourses, he directly does what our Jagacharya Ramanuja has preached and followed, and hence the honor Sri Ramanuja Seva. Without further ado, with blessings of Arvas and Acharyas, we welcome and request Swami to shower his divine knowledge through this discourse.
Check, check. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Sound. Koncha sound. Is it audible for all? Yennoda feedback koncha etum. Illana okay, no problem. Oh, on the side vachacha. Right. Don't change up. Check. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Because my feedback is no, reduce. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Slightly you can increase because I am unable to hear. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Is it okay for you? Then we can proceed. Srimate Ramanujaya Namaha. Yes, this seems fine. Fine for you all? Okay, can we when should I complete? 8:45. Okay. That's more important. Whether we start on time or not, we will conclude at the right time. Ready? Okay. Sri Chakra Varadacharyam Shuddha Sattva Guruttamam Srinidhim Raghavam Vande Hyapara Karunakaram Agre Padukaya Dayabhyadikaya Parshvepi Bhumi Bhuva Vayor Atmabhuva Padambuja Yugim Sangrinhata Sadaram Chatram Chamarayor Yugancha Vahata Bhratritrayena Sarvatrapi Naresha Vanara Ganaihi Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam. Ayodhya is greater than even the heaven. On the Lord's Sudarshana disk it is woven. Rama dwells there as a lion in the den. It's my pleasure to share here in Eindhoven, Ayodhya's Mahatmyam as per our Acharya's pen. Namaskaram to all. At the outset, I wish to convey my heartfelt thanks to SVK, Sri Balaji Temple of Netherlands, and our Ranga Swami and his family and all the Astikas belonging to Netherlands for giving me this wonderful opportunity to deliver a discourse on the wonderful topic Ayodhya Mahatmyam in front of a wonderful audience. See, whether the speaker is wonderful or not, the topic is a wonderful topic, Ayodhya Mahatmyam. The place is also a wonderful place, Netherlands. And the team who have organized, wonderful team of SVK Sri Balaji Temple, audience are very, very wonderful audience. So, whether speaker is wonderful or not, other things will make up for it. So, without further delay, let us all proceed to the topic. We are going to enjoy the glories of Ayodhya, the birthplace of our own Lord Rama. Now, before 8:45, this discourse will conclude. Within that, we will divide this discourse into 4 parts. First part, origin of the city of Ayodhya. How did this city Ayodhya come into existence? Part 1. Part 2, Ayodhya before Rama. Part 3, Ayodhya under Rama, Ramarajyam. Part 4, Ayodhya after Rama till date. So, origin of Ayodhya, Ayodhya before Rama, Ayodhya under Rama, Ayodhya after Rama. Are you ready? Our time starts now. We will embark on a virtual journey to Ayodhya now, and without delay we will return back to Eindhoven by 8:45 p.m. Now at 7:30 p.m. we all embark on a virtual journey to the divine kshetram called Ayodhya, the foremost among the Sapta Mokshapuris. In our tradition, the 7 holy kshetras, they are capable of giving moksham. They are Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchihi, Avantika, Puri, Dwaravati, Chaiva. 7 places. Ayodhya, we all know, Rama's birthplace, Ayodhya. Mathura, Krishna's place of incarnation. Maya refers to Haridwar, Rishikesh. And then Kashi, Varanasi, Kashi. Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu. Avantika is Ujjain. And then Dwaravati is Dwaraka, the dwelling place of Lord Krishna. So, Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Ujjain, Dwaraka. 7 can bestow moksham. You see, 7 is always a special number. Upper worlds, Buhu, Buvaha, Suvaha, Mahaha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam, 7. The lower worlds, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala, 7. 7 oceans, 7 dvipas, 7 kulachalas, 7 punya nadis. In Sangeetam music, we have 7 swaras, Sapta swaras. In Tirumala, the number of hills is 7. In Srirangam, the number of prakarams is 7. The number of condoms in Ramayanam is 7. The number of verses written by Rukmini to Krishna is 7. Dhoni's jersey number is also 7. 7 has a lot of significance. Though there are 7 Mokshapuris, Ayodhya is the first and foremost among them. So we all embark on a mental journey, virtual journey. Now in Ayodhya, the first part of the discourse, origin of Ayodhya. How did this city of Ayodhya come into existence? Among the 10 avatars in Dashavatar, the first avatar of Bhagavan is Matsya Avataram. Bhagavan took the form of a fish, incarnated as a fish. That Lord Matsya, during deluge, the period of Pralayam, during that Pralayam or deluge, Matsya Murti protected the Vedas, herbs, seeds, Sapta Rishis, whatever needed for the next cycle of creation. Matsya Murti protected all of them in the ocean of deluge. And after the deluge was over and the next cycle of creation ensued, this Matsya Murti, the fish form of Lord, he installed Vaivasvata Manu as the ruler of this universe. This Matsya Murti installed Vaivasvata Manu. Vivaswan is Surya. Surya, sun god, is called Vivaswan. Vivaswan's son is called Vaivasvata. That Vaivasvata Manu was installed as the ruler of this universe. That's why this period, this eon of Manvantaram is called Vaivasvata Manvantaram. While doing Vaidika karmas, we say Vaivasvata Manvantare. Thus Vaivasvata Manu was installed by Matsya Murti as the ruler of
The whole universe, not for Bharata Desham alone. Whatever land they are in, it may be Netherlands, Ireland, Holland, Finland, or Switzerland, whatever land it is, England, Ireland, whatever land, Greenland, Iceland, for all lands, the first king is Manu. The entire mankind came from Manu only. That's why the word man, that itself came from Manu only. He is the primordial human being. Vaivasvata Manu was installed. This Vaivasvata Manu prayed to Bhagavan Matsyamurti and prayed to him, "Oh God, you have given me a huge responsibility. I have to rule the entire world. Is it an easy thing? It is very difficult. So please bless me with a good capital city." The capital city is very important for any king. Just like the heart being very important for human body, CPU is very important for computer. Similarly, capital city is very essential for a king. Please bless me with a good capital city. This Vaivasvata Manu requests Lord Matsya. Oh, Lord Matsya thought for a while. What did he do? You know, this Matsyamurti extracted a fish-shaped landscape from Vaikuntham and installed it on this universe. Matsyamurti just extracted a fish-shaped landscape from Vaikuntham and established as a city on this earth. What is that city? Ayodhya. Skanda Puranam says, Matsyakritihi iyam vipra puri Vishnu rudirita. Matsyamurti, he was in the form of a fish. So he extracted a land from Vaikuntham in the form of a fish-shaped city, and established as a city in our Bharata Desham. Manu, you keep this as your capital and rule this universe, Matsyamurti told him. Do you know the dimensions of Ayodhya? Now current dimensions is different. But our Purana says, this is given in Valmiki Ramayanam also. Srimati Trini Vistirna Ayata Dashachadvecha Yojanani Mahapuri. It was 120 miles long and 30 miles wide. 120 into 30 square miles. That constitute the total dimension of Ayodhya. So a fish-shaped landmass, 120 miles long, 30 miles wide, that was installed on this earth by Matsyamurti. This will be your capital, said Matsyamurti. Now this Manu, Vaivasvata Manu, named that fish-shaped city as Ayodhya. Why should he name it as Ayodhya? Any reason? Actually, this word Ayodhya finds a place in Atharvana Vedam. Atharvana Vedam says, Devanam Puhu Ayodhya. Ayodhya is the actual name of the spiritual abode of Vaikuntham. Vaikuntha Logam, the abode of Narayana, is called Ayodhya. Why is it called Ayodhya? Etymologically, Ayodhya means the city which cannot be captured by war. The city which is unconquerable by war is called Ayodhya. Vaikuntham cannot be captured by war. Only by devotion you can attain Vaikuntham. By war you cannot attain that. So it is called Ayodhya. Manu saw this fish-shaped city extracted from Vaikuntham as a replica of Vaikuntham itself. So whatever name Ayodhya is given for Vaikuntham, that same name Ayodhya was defined for this city also. So this will also be called Ayodhya. This cannot be captured by warfare. That's why you see, even though for 500 years somebody captured Ayodhya, but our Ram Lalla reclaimed his land Ram Janmabhoomi and came back as Ram Lalla to his place, and he is standing firm because nobody can capture it from warfare. Nobody can capture it from Lord Rama. So it is Ayodhya. Whatever warfare, whatever fight, whatever yuddham you do, you cannot capture the place from Lord Rama. So it is called Ayodhya. It cannot be captured by warfare. Valmiki says, Manuna Manavendrena Yapuri Nirmita Swayam. Thus Manu, Vaivasvata Manu, installed it as his capital city and ruled the entire universe. Just imagine, we are in Netherlands. We are speaking about Ayodhya. What is the connection between Netherlands and Ayodhya means? In the beginning of this cycle of creation, Manu ruled the entire world, including Netherlands, having Ayodhya as his capital city. This is the connection for whole world with Ayodhya. Manuna Manavendrena Yapuri Nirmita Swayam. This is given by Valmiki himself in Valmiki Ramayanam, Balakandam, 5th Sargam. So this is the origin of Ayodhya. To add further glory to this kshetram of Ayodhya, the river Sarayu flows along the city. Every city gains glory because of the river that flows by its side. Take for example Srirangam, Kaveri, Bhadrachalam, Godavari. Whatever city you take, there will be a river adjacent to it. If we take the case of Kashi, we can see Ganga, Mathura, Yamuna. That river adds glory. That's why they say one proverb, river's flow is the city's glow. River's flow is the city's glow. Similarly, Ayodhya is glorified by the river called Sarayu. How did this river Sarayu come into existence? Now for Ayodhya, Bhagavan gave fish-shaped Lord, fish-shaped land he gave, okay. Now Sarayu, again Skanda Purana says, Brahmano Manasat Purvam Nisrita Yacha Netraja Sarvadasa Navpunatu Sarayuhu Papanashini. Again we go back to Matsyavataram. The fish-shaped Lord Matsyamurti, he taught a lot of things to Vaivasvata Manu. For how many years you know? This Vaivasvata Manu, in the previous cycle of creation, he existed as Satyavrata Pandyan. This Matsyamurti came by the end of the previous cycle. Throughout the period of Pralayam deluge for 1000 Chaturyugas. In your calculation, for nearly 4 billion years. Throughout the period of Pralayam, Matsyamurti was speaking. He was giving lot of Upadeshams. This Satyavrata Pandyan, he listened to all of them, and in the next cycle of creation, he became Vaivasvata Manu. He was installed as the ruler. Now this Matsyamurti saw people's attention span is very low. Even in YouTube reels or shorts, even if it is a 60-second video, they don't have patience to watch the full 60-second video. Within 20 seconds, they will just pull it upwards and go to the next video. But this person, for 1000 Chaturyugas, I have been speaking about philosophy, not about stories or jokes or comics. Pure philosophy. This person has listened to 1000 years of philosophy. What great patience, what great devotion, what great faith, what sincerity. Thinking about the devotion and sincerity of that Vaivasvata Manu devotee, Matsyamurti shed tears of joy. Tears of joy, Ananda Bashpam we say in Sanskrit. Tears of joy Matsyamurti shed. Are we shedding tears of devotion thinking of God or not? But God thinks of his devotees and sheds tears of joy. All those tears collected together into the form of a pond of tears. All teardrops collected together as a pond. Now after creation had begun, Brahma observed with his 8 eyes, oh, there is a pond full of teardrops, tears of Matsyamurti. I have to collect them. I have to store them properly. Where can I store? Brahma thought for a while. Brahma made his manas into a saras and stored it. Manas means mind. Saras means pond. Manas saras. Brahma made a mental pond. He converted his mind into a pond. In that manas saras, Brahma stored all those water, teardrops. Now Brahma had a look at the city of Ayodhya. In what shape it exists? Fish. That is Eindhoven audience. They are very sharp. Ayodhya exists in the form of a fish. And that fish was placed on the earth by another fish, Matsyamurti. Now this pond came from the same fish, Matsyamurti. So Brahma decided Ayodhya is the best place to release this water. So Brahma just released the water from his mental pond and it flowed across the city of Ayodhya. Since it came from Saras, a pond is called Saras. This mental pond of Brahma, Manas Saras, since it came from Saras, the river came to be known as Sarayu. That which came from Saras is called Sarayu. The Sarayu has one more name, Netraja. Netraja means born from eyes. Ja means born. Netraja means born from eyes. Since it was born from the eyes of Lord Matsyamurti, it became known as Netraja. Since it came from the Manasaras of Brahma, it came to be known as Sarayu. Not only that, then came Vamanavataram. The Lord came as a small dwarf and then sought 3 footsteps of land from Mahabali, took a giant form, measured the entire universe. At that time, Brahma did Abhishekam to the lotus feet of the Lord Trivikrama who measured the universe. Now Skanda Puranam says, this is not present in any other Puranam. Skanda Puranam says, Dharmadrava Paritasa Gargarottama Sangama Dakshinat Charanangushtat Nisrita Janhavi Harehe Vamangushtat Munivaraha Sarayuhu Nirgata Shubha. Brahma performed Abhishekam to the both feet of the Lord who measured the universe. From his right foot, the water emerged as Ganga. The left foot also Brahma performed Abhishekam. That water merged into Sarayu. So whatever glories Ganga possesses, all those glories can be seen in Sarayu as well. So Sarayu is considered on par with Ganga. Right foot Ganga, left foot water mixed with Sarayu water. So Sarayu has all the greatness of Ganga as well. Beyond all this, Ayodhya has one greatness which cannot be seen in any other city in this universe. What is that? Ayodhya has one glory. It cannot be seen in any other city in this universe. What is it? That was later, because that's why we divided the discourse into 4 parts. Fish shape, one. Okay, that has been discussed already. But you can draw a map, create a new town in the form of a fish. That you can do. But yes, it is a part of Vaikuntham. But Bhuloka Vaikuntham, many other kshetrams we say. I have given this in the promo. If you had watched the promo given by Rangaswamy for this discourse, you can tell the answer. I will give you one clue. Netherlands, we say, many part of Netherlands are below the sea level. This is one clue. Similarly, Ayodhya has one glory. Ayodhya is above the sea. Many cities will be above the sea level. But Ayodhya never touches the ground. Ayodhya never touches the ground. The only city in the world which is not grounded is Ayodhya. It cannot be perceived by these human eyes. But this is given in Skanda Puranam. Let me tell you the Moola Shlokams themselves. There is a big history given for that. The only city in the world which does not rest on the ground is Ayodhya. Why? Vishnu Sharmeti Vikhyataha Purabhut Brahmanottamaha Ayodhyam Agato Vishtuku Vishnu Sakshat Vasediti. Once there was a Vedic scholar by name Vishnu Sharma. He was well versed in all Vedas. He was a great devotee of Lord Sriman Narayana. He went to Ayodhya, took a holy dip in Sarayu, and his inner conscience prompted him to do tapas, penance in Ayodhya. So this Vishnu Sharma engaged in rigorous penance in Ayodhya on the banks of river Sarayu. That is described vividly in Skanda Puranam. Omkara Ucharana Dhiman Hridipadmam Vikasayan. He chanted Pranavam, Omkaram initially. By chanting of that Om Pranavam, the lotus bud-like heart just blossomed, and within that heart, the Lord appeared to him with a thumb-sized form, Pitambara Dharam Vishnum Shankachakra Gadadaram, with yellow silk attire, with conch in his left upper arm, and disc in his right upper arm, mace in his left lower arm, Abhaya Hastam in his right lower arm. Lord Sriman Narayana with his dark blue hue appeared in his heart with a thumb-sized form. Tancha Pushpai Samabhyachya Manastasmin Niveshyacha Brahma Rupam Harim Dhyayan Japan Vai Dwadashaksharam. Then this Vishnu Sharma, the great devotee, proceeded to chant the 12-syllabled Vasudhaiva mantra. The Vasudhaiva mantra has 12 syllables. Initially they chant Pranavam, then they say Namo Bhagavate, and finally Vasudevaya, 12 syllables. Chanting that mantram, he performed floral worship, pushparchanam, to the mental frame of Lord. Is it possible? How? If God is with the physical form, you can do pushparchanam, floral worship. Close your eyes. What flower you can offer? 8 flowers he offered. What are those 8 flowers? Ahimsa Pratamam Pushpam. पुष्पम इंद्रिय निग्रह सर्वभूत दया पुष्पम क्षमा पुष्पम विशिष्यते ज्ञान पुष्पम तपः पुष्पम ध्यान पुष्पं च सप्तमम सत्यम चैव अष्टमम पुष्पम येभिस्तुष्यति केशवः. See the greatness of Sanatana Dharmam. The greatest 8 flowers you can offer to God. They are 8 internal qualities. If you develop them, Sanatana Dharmam often involves internal transformation. That's why we don't convert people externally. It involves internal transformation. See, you need 8 qualities. You offer them as flowers to God. What are they? Ahimsa, non-violence, don't harm others. Indriya nigraha, control your senses. Sarvabhuta daya, show compassion to all beings. Kshama, patience. Jnanam, wisdom. Tapaha, penance. Dhyanam, meditation. Satyam, speaking the truth. If you develop these 8 qualities, they are the best floral offerings to the Lord. Of course, we have to offer external flowers also, but more importantly, non-violence and then control of senses, showing compassion to others, patience, jnanam, wisdom, and then tapas, penance, and then dhyanam, meditation, satyam, truth. These are the 8 flowers. He just meditated on Bhagavan, chanted the 12-syllabled mantra and offered these 8 attributes as 8 flowers to the Lord and meditates on the form. Just imagine for a few seconds, just open your internal eyes. If I say close your external eyes, already my upanyasam will be like a lullaby only. Then if I say please close your eyes, then it will cause some dangerous side effects. So just open your internal eyes, just visualize the form of Lord in your hearts as well, just like Vishnu Sharma was meditating from foot to head, the form of Lord. In his feet, moonlight's gleam, 10 nail-like jewels, sacred dream, golden anklets, ring and shine, waist girdle, exclusively divine, yellow silk clad, flowing grace, Kaustuba gem in precious place, lotus in lower right hand to behold, mace of his power, brave and bold, disc of justice in upper gleams, conch of wisdom whispers dreams, Lakshmi's residence in his chest, Vaijayanti garland shining at his best, coral lips, lotus eyes, mirror cheeks, handsome nose, awesome brows, pleasant face, subtle smile, youthful frame, residing in those who chant his name. Just Vishnu Sharma meditated on this handsome form of the Lord within his heart. For 3 years, he engaged in deep, rigorous penance. At the end of 3 years, this Vishnu Sharma composes a stuti, a hymn on Narayana, Prasida Bhagavan Vishnu, Prasida Purushottama, Prasida Devadevesha, Prasida Kamalekshana, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Chintya, Jaya Vishnu, Jaya Vyaya, Jaya Yajnapate Natha, Jaya Vishnu Pate Vibho, Namah Kamala Nabhaya, Namah Kamala Maline, Namah Sarvesha Bhutesha, Namah Kaita Basudana, Twammata Sarvalokanam, Twameva Jagataf Pita, Bhayartanam Suhrin Mitram, Twam Pita Mahaha. As he completed this hymn, Lord Sriman Narayana, who thus far appeared to him in his heart, appeared in front of his eyes, external eyes. Lord Narayana appears in front of him in Garuda Vahanam. It was a Garuda Seva experience for Vishnu Sharma on the banks of river Sarayu. This is the first arrival of Bhagavan to Ayodhya. After Matsyamurti gave that fish form of land to Manu, Bhagavan's first arrival to Ayodhya for the devotee Vishnu Sharma, Avir Babuva Vishwatma, Vishnur Garuda Vahanaha, Shankachakra Gadapanihi, Pitambara Dharochutaha, on the shoulders of Garudan, placing his feet on the shoulders of Garudan, clad in yellow silk attire, carrying conch, disc, mace, and every Divyayudam in his hands, with all those divine ornaments. The Lord appeared in front of him and asked Vishnu Sharma, I am pleased with your devotion. God speaks to us, I am pleased with all your devotion. What boon do you want? It is like an empty check. You can fill anything. What boon do you want? What do we want? What can we ask? What boon do you want? Bhagavan is ready to give an empty check. You can fill anything. Do you know what Vishnu Sharma replied? It's an excellent reply. This is given in Skanda Puranam. Kritakrityosmi devesha sampratam tava darshanat. I don't want any boon. Why? Bhagavan asked. This Vishnu Sharma replies, after having your darshan, if I ask for any other thing as boon, it means I consider that boon as greater than your darshan. Your darshan is the greatest thing which I can get in this universe. Having got that, why should I ask for something else from you? Even after getting your darshan, if I ask for something else, it means I value that something as more than your darshan. Always your darshan is greatest. I don't want anything. But Bhagavan said, no, no, please Vishnu Sharma, don't do like this. I have earned name and fame as the giver of boons. If I don't give you any boon, then people will not have faith in me. That's why please ask for some boon. Okay, since you are stressing that point so much, I will ask for a boon. Vishnu Sharma said, Tvad bhaktim achalam ekam mamadehi jagatpate. Please grant me unflinching devotion towards your lotus feet. At any cost, my devotion should be firm, strong, unflinching. Please grant me that devotion. Again, Narayana shed tears. In the same Ayodhya, looking at the devotion of Vishnu Sharma, the Lord shed tears and then said, Oh Vishnu Sharma, the place where you have performed tapas should not be grounded anymore. Because if an object is placed on the ground, it amounts to disrespect. Just imagine your school book. We don't place books on the floor because we are placing our foot also there. So always we keep our books, notes, etc. on a high pedestal. It is a mark of respect. Similarly, this kshetram, where you have performed tapas, this should not be on the ground. It should be in a raised level. It should not touch the ground. For that, let me do one thing. Bhagavan said, Ityuktva deva devashaha chakrena udkaya tatstalam. With his Sudarshana chakra, with his disc, the Lord dug the ground and just picked up the fish-shaped landscape of Ayodhya upwards. And then Vishnoradhya Puriyeyam Kshitimnas Prishati Dvija. Hereafter, Ayodhya will not touch the ground because I will station my Sudarshana disc under Ayodhya. So this is the greatness of Ayodhya. It is supported by Sudarshana disc of Bhagavan. So there is the ground, Sudarshana disc above the ground, and above that Sudarshana disc, fish-shaped Ayodhya city rests. That's why Ayodhya will not touch the ground at any cost. Vishnu Sudarshane Chakre. See the shlokam in Skanda Puranam. Vishnu Sudarshane Chakre Sthita Punyakari Kshitau. It is always stationed on Sudarshana Chakra of Narayana. No other city has this glory. It will not be grounded. The landscape will always be raised at a higher platform as a mark of respect, supported by Sudarshana disc. It will not touch the ground to glorify that devotee, Vishnu Sharma. Bhagavan gave him one more word. I will stay in this place by adding your name to my name. Bhagavan is called Hari. This devotee, Vishnu Sharma, I will assume the name Vishnu Hari and I will stay here. This Vishnu Hari temple, it is not existing now because this is a very, 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 very old story going for many yugas before. But this Vishnu Hari inscription was very, very important in the reclamation of Ram Janmabhoomi. Just after finishing the Upanyasam, please don't take cell phone now. After the Upanyasams, after 9 p.m. or so, just Google Vishnu Hari inscription of Ayodhya. Because in that Ram Janmabhoomi site, they saw some inscriptions about Vishnu Hari. Because of that only, they came to know that there must be a Hindu temple below, and then they performed research, found out that it is Ram Janmabhoomi. So this Vishnu Hari was played a very vital role in the reclamation of Ram Janmabhoomi. So you can please Google. Those days they got only one Acharya, Google Acharya. These days Meta Acharya, AA Acharya, Perplexity Acharya, Gemini Acharya, many Acharyas are there. You consult any one of those Acharyas as per your family tradition, whoever is your Acharya. You just consult and just type Vishnu Hari inscription of Ayodhya. You will get lot of interesting facts about Ram Janmabhoomi and connection with that inscription on Vishnu Hari. Then Bhagavan tells this Vishnu Sharma, this place is called Ayodhya. Already we saw one explanation as per Vedas, cannot be conquered by war. Bhagavan gives one more explanation. Akaro brahmacha proktam, yakaro vishnuruchyate, dhakaro rudra rupascha, Ayodhya nama rajate. Ayodhya. A means Brahma, Ya means Vishnu, Dha means Shiva. A Brahma, Ya Vishnu, Dha Shiva. The Trinity will always exist in the city, so this will be called as Ayodhya, the place of Trinity. Trinity will always dwell there. So thus the city of Ayodhya came into existence, fish-shaped city given to Manu by Matsyamurti. Sarayu came from the mind of Brahma, which is nothing but the tears of Matsyamurti, and Vamana Murti's left foot water also merged with it. And finally, Vishnu Sharma performed tapas there. Therefore, Sudarshana Chakram supports it from under. This is the origin of Ayodhya. So from that point onwards, this fish-shaped city of 120 into 30 square miles exists on Sudarshana Chakra in fish form along the banks of Sarayu. First part over, time is 8. Now we move to the second part. Ayodhya before Rama. You see, whether my speech is good or not, I will keep up time correctly. Now we move on to the second part. Ayodhya before Rama. Many kings have ruled Ayodhya before Rama. The first king was Vaivasvata Manu. The next was Ikshvaku, the son of Vaivasvata Manu. Vivaswan is Surya. Vivaswan Surya's son is Vaivasvata Manu. Vaivasvata Manu's son is Ikshvaku. Ikshvakur Nama Raja Asit Ayodhya Nagaradipaha. This is mentioned in Brahmanda Puranam, the history of Ikshvaku. How great a king he is. Mahabhagavato Brahman Panchakala Parayanaha. He was a great devotee of Lord Sriman Narayana. Veda Vedanga Tattvagyaha Niti Shastra Visharadaha. See, in those days, kings were well versed in Veda Vedantas and Niti Shastram as well. Piturata Dhanurvidyo Bhagavad Dharma Kovidaha. He was well versed in archery and fighting skills as well. Vasishtasya Munes Sishyaha Yajva Daddadarav Prabhu. He was the disciple of Vasishtha as well. Very knowledgeable person, very devoted person, a dharmic king, Ikshvaku. That Ikshvaku thought for a while. When Ikshvaku was ruling this world, Lord Ranganatha was enshrined in Satyalokam, the abode of Brahma. You can see in India, the banks of river Kaveri, Srirangam, the place of Lord Ranganatha reclining on the serpent bed Adisesha. In those times, that Ranganatha was enshrined in Satyalokam, the abode of Brahma. Brahma was worshipping him. This Ikshvaku's father, Vaivasvata Manu, he had the penance, tapas to go to Satyaloka and have darshan of that Lord. His grandfather, Surya, he also had the tapas to go to Satyalokam, have darshan of Lord. Now, Ikshvaku, he wanted to have darshan of Lord Ranganatha, but he didn't possess those mystic powers or tapas. Shraddha Dev of Pitasmakam Vivasvangscha Pitamahaha. Now Ikshvaku starts thinking, my grandfather, just like that, he went to Satyalokam, had darshan of the Lord, came back. My father, Manu, he went to Satyalokam, had darshan of the Lord, and he came back. But Brahmalokam ito gatva tatraradhya janardanam natata gantum asmabihi shakyolokas sanatanaha. But I am unable to go because you cannot go to Satyalokam using flight or jet or rocket. Only tapas alone will enable you to go to Satyalokam. You can't use for Mars we can go in rocket. For the moon we can send satellite. But for Satyalokam you can't send rocket or satellite or jet or flight. Now Ikshvaku thinks, I am unable to go, then what will be the plight of future generations? Because as next generations come, tapas, bhakti, jnanam, all go on decreasing. Now Ikshvaku thinks there must be some way for all to have darshan of the Lord. What is that? We have to find out. He goes to his Acharya Vasishtha. He prays to him, O Acharya Vasishtha, I want to have darshan of that Lord, not only for myself. I want all my future generations to have darshan of that reclining Lord who is enshrined in Satyalokam. What is the way? Vasishtha said, only way. In the same Ayodhya, earlier Vishnu Sharma performed tapas. God came in search of him. You do tapas in the same Ayodhya. You need not go in search of Lord. Bhagavan will come searching for you. Tapasaiva tava bhishta siddhim iti avadharaya. So Vasishtha said to Ikshvaku, you perform penance in this Ayodhya. God will come searching for you. Okay, Ikshvaku started performing tapas near the ashram of Vasishta. Ikshvaku chanted the 8-syllabled Narayana mantra. In that case, we saw Dwadashaksharam for Vishnu Sharma. Here, Ashtaksharam, the 8-syllabled mantra. He went on chanting, 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 and because of that tapas, the Lord Ranganatha in Satyalokam, he was pleased. He asked Brahma, please take me to Ayodhya, please take me to Ikshvaku, I want to stay with him. As per the order of Bhagavan, Brahma mounts the Sriranga Vimanam along with the Lord Ranganatha on Garuda Vahanam. Brahma, he mounts on Hamsa Vahanam, the swan Vahanam of Brahma. Now Ityukto Harina Brahma, Srirangam Dhama Vaishnavam, Tarkshyamurtyam Samaropya, Hamsa Maruhya Chaswayam. Brahma seated on swan, Sriranga Vimanam on Garuda. Together they came to the Tapovanam where Ikshvaku was performing penance. Yayo Tapovanam Tantu Yatra Raja Vyavastitaha Tasmai Pradat Mahadhama Srirangam Pranavakritim, the Omkara shaped Vimanam of Srirangam, under which the Lord Ranganatha, he is reclining Padambojam Pratikalamaham Shargino Nauminityam Jankajanu Pravarayugalam Samsmareyam Tatopi Urvor Yugmam Tadanu Mahitam Nabidesham Bujaudvau Vaksho Vaktram Tadida Makilam Sundaram Nirvishayam Apada Chudam Anubhuya Harim Shayanam Madhye Kavera Duhitur Muditantaratma. Now that divine form of Lord Ranganatha, now Ikshvaku, he has darshan for the first time, and he was under a spell of devotional trance. What a great blessing I have received. God has come searching for me. For my tapas, he is satisfied and he has blessed me. Labdva Vimanam Srirangam Ikshvakuhu Sherasa Datat. That Sriranga Vimanam was being carried by Garuda. Ikshvaku just received and carried it on his head and then wanted to do pratishta, consecration of that deity in proper temple. So Ikshvaku built a temple in between Sarayu river and Tamasa river, because Ranganatha always likes to dwell between two rivers. In Srirangam also, Kollidam, Kaveri, in between Sri Ranganatha. Similarly, in Ayodhya, there is a slogam in Brahmanda Puranam, Sarayoho Tamasayascha Madhyadeshe Sameshubhe. This side Sarayu, this side Tamasa. In between those two rivers, Ikshvaku constructed the first ever temple in the history of the universe. This is the next glory of Ayodhya. The first ever temple, where was it built? Ayodhya, because Ranganatha is the first Archavatara incarnation, first incarnation in deity form. That Lord came to the world first to Ayodhya only, and Ikshvaku built temple for him. So the first temple in this world dedicated to Ranganatha, built by Ikshvaku in Ayodhya. Oh no, why should we speak about this here? Because we are all expecting Balaji temple very soon in Eindhoven as well. So that's why we are speaking about the very first temple in this universe here. So with the blessings of Lord Rama, with the blessings of Lord Ranganatha, with the blessings of all Acharyas, we are with all your cooperation, more importantly, with all our cooperation, very soon a temple, Balaji temple, is going to emerge in this city as well. So coming back to our point, so Ikshvaku built that temple, Ayodhya Bhimukham Rangam Pratishtapya Yatha Vidhi. So the first temple built by Ikshvaku for Lord Ranganatha, where Ayodhya, that's the glory. And then next, in that Ikshvaku clan, many more kings came and ruled Ayodhya. I will give you some glimpses about some important kings alone. There was one king by name Puranjaya. Have you heard of him? Puranjaya, ancestor of Lord Rama. The greatness of this Puranjaya is, once there was a huge war between Devas and Asuras. In that war, Asuras dominated. Recently in T20 match, we saw India winning 3 matches continuously. My friend cricket commentator Baski said, India have shown domination. New Zealand have become dummy nation. Similarly, here domination, dummy nation. Asuras showed lot of domination. Devas were unable to fight against them. So Indra came to Ayodhya and sought the help of King Puranjaya. Indra, the chief of Devas, comes to a human king, Puranjaya of Ayodhya. Please help me. I want to defeat the Asuras. I am unable to do it. Please help me. Puranjaya said, okay, I will come and help you. but I need a vehicle. I want to mount myself on a vehicle and then fight. I need a vehicle. Indra said, I will become a bull. You please sit on my hump and fight against the Asuras. Okay, this King Puranjaya agreed. Went to Devalokam along with Indra. Indra became a bull. This Raja Puranjaya sat on his hump and fought against the Asuras and defeated them. This is given in Vishnu Puranam. First we saw Skanda Puranam and then Brahmanda Puranam. Now Vishnu Puranam. Tatascha Shatakratoho Vrishabharupa Dharinaha Kakudi Stitoti Rosha Samanvitaha Bhagavatas Charachara Guroho Achyutasya Tejasa Apyayitaha Devasura Sangrame Samastaneva Asuran Nijagane. Lord Ranganatha gave him power from within. The indweller Antaryami Bhagavan gave power to Puranjaya. He fought against the demons and defeated them. He was seated on the hump of bull, which is nothing but Indra. This hump of bull is called Kakut. Since he sat on the Kakut of Indra, he came to be known as Kakutstha. Since Rama was born in his dynasty, Rama was called Kakutstha. So he is Kakutstha. Tataschaso Kakutstha Sagnyam Avapa. So the kings of Ayodhya were powerful enough to help even the Devas. And then another king, Mandhata. Mandhata ruled Ayodhya. You know how great Mandhata was? Mandhata was one of the greatest kings of, not Bharat, the entire universe. How means? Vishnu Puranam says, I will tell you the shlokam. Now you tell me what famous saying it reminds you of. I will chant one shlokam. This is in Vishnu Puranam about Mandhata. Immediately another famous saying should flash across your minds. Okay? Ready? Ready? Okay. Yavat suryaha udeti astam yavanna pratitishthati sarvam tad yauvanashvasya mandhatuhu kshetram uchyate. Yes. I have to clap for you. Great correlation. Actually, this is Vishnu Puranam verse. Somebody has told it to Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill has learned Vishnu Puranam from somebody. Because this is about Mandhata. Yavat suryaha udeti. From the point of sunrise, astam yavanna pratitishthati. Till the point of sunset, sarvam tad yauvanashvasya mandhatuhu kshetram uchyate. From sunrise point to sunset point, wherever you see, everything was the kingdom of Mandhata. He ruled the entire universe. After colonialization, Winston Churchill proclaimed, the sun never sets in the British Empire. But the actual statement is in Vishnu Puranam. So, Mandhata. Another great king, Mahabhagavata, was Ambarisha. Every morning when we wake up, we have to think about some Bhagavatas. Prahlada, Narada, Parashara, Pundarika, Vyasa, Ambarisha, Shuka, Shaunaka, Bhishma, Dalbyan, Rukmangada, Arjuna, Vasishtha, Vibhishanadin. Ambarisha. He was a great devotee of Lord Narayana, and Narayana gave his Sudarshana Chakra to Ambarisha for his protection. You keep Sudarshana Chakra with you. That's why later when Durvasa tried to harm Ambarisha, that Sudarshana Chakra disc came to the rescue of Ambarisha. You might have heard that in Bhagavata Upanyasams and all. So Ambarisha was a great king. And beyond all that, Ayodhya has one more credential. Do you know the first rain of gold happened in Ayodhya? Yes? Very good question. But Nitya Suris, the eternal servants of God, can take many forms at the same time. One Sudarshana Chakra can take many forms. Take for example, Bhagavan comes to this earth as Rama. Then in Vaikuntham there will be no Bhagavan? No, he will be there in Vaikuntham as well. Because we can take only one form at a time. God and his attendants can take many forms at the same time. While coming to Upanyasam, you can come in a dhoti. While going to school, you will go in a pant shirt. While going for skating or other things, you will wear a sweater. You will be in 3 different get-ups on 3 different occasions. Bhagavan can be in 3 different get-ups in the same time. Just imagine, God is there in many temples, right? In which temple God exists? All temples. That is the difference between God and ourselves. So Sudarshana Chakra can take many forms. There is one Sudarshana Chakra only, one Nityasuri, but he is capable of taking n number of forms. To be even precise, I am not sure whether you can understand this philosophy. They can remain in one place only, but he can control many bodies from one place. I am here, but there are just like satellite connection. I can control many satellite bodies. One main body, other satellite bodies. This Sudarshana Chakra with his main body in the hands of Lord Narayana, he can control his satellite bodies as well. One main organization has a lot of branches, right? Philips in Eindhoven, there is only one Philips company. Many companies. But who is the MD? Only one person. Similarly, many forms of Sudarshana Chakra, but who is the controller? One Sudarshana Nityasuri. Okay? Okay. Now coming back to our topic. The first gold rain of gold coins, you might have heard in Kaladi. Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padar sang Kanakadarastavam. In Kanchipuram, Swami Desikan composed Sri Stuti. But the first Swarna Vritti, the first golden rain, it happened in Ayodhya only. How? It is given by Mahakavi Kalidasa in Raghuvamsam. The king Raghu, he was ruling Ayodhya. He conquered all other kings. He defeated all other kings in the surrounding kingdoms and brought lot of wealth, gems, gold, everything. Raghu then went to his acharyas like Vasishtha, Vamadeva, Kashyapa, and he told them, I have brought lot of riches. I want to do something good with all of them. What can I do? They advised him, you do one thing. You perform a yagam and give away all this wealth in charity. Okay, Raghu decided. The entire Yakshikar, whatever wealth he possessed, he performed a yagam called Vishwajit Yaga and gave away everything, whatever he had in his exchequer, whatever he had accumulated from other places, everything he gave away in charity. He was giving charity, he was giving donations, everything was getting emptied. At that time, there was a boy in Ayodhya, like you say. That boy's name was Kautsa. That Kautsa learnt 14 Vidyas from his guru called Varatantu. 14 Vidyas. What are those 14 Vidyas? Just count. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. They say doctors are always weak in mathematics. So please don't believe my calculations. Content is mine, count is yours. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. Shiksha, Vyakaranam, Chandas, Niruktam, Jyotisham, Kalpam. Mimamsa, Nyayam, Puranam, Dharmashastram. 14 Vidyas. This Kautsa learned from his guru Varatantu. He has completed his formal Gurukula education. Now this Kautsa prayed to his Acharya Varatantu, I have completed education. I want to give you Guru Dakshina, fees. These days they first receive fees from you, then only they will teach. This kind of education is different. In those days, after completion of all education, we have to offer Guru Dakshina. This Kautsa asked to Varatantu, what Dakshina should I give? The Acharya Varatantu replied, you have done a lot of service to me. That itself is enough. You need not give any money as Guru Dakshina. No. I want to give something. Kautsa insisted. Guru Varatantu said, you see, Acharya Kaikariyam, Susrusha, doing service to Guru is the greatest wealth in the world. That you have done. What is the use of giving money? I don't want money. But Kautsa insisted, no. Money is always important. How can I leave you without giving money? Money is important. Money is important for life. Money. I will give money. The Acharya got angered. You are unaware of the greatness of Acharya Kaikariyam. I am telling you, Guru Susrusha is the best Guru Dakshina without understanding that you are still hell-bent on giving me money. Okay, bring me money. I have taught you 14 Vidyas. Each Vidya is worth 1 crore gold coins. 14 Vidyas, 14 crore gold coins. Go, bring me 14 crore gold coins. That is my Guru Dakshina, he said. This Kautsa, he was not deterred. He knew about the king Raghu. He is a generous king. Whatever we ask, he will give. This Kautsa went to Raghu, but to his dismay, Kalidasa describes Tamadvare Vishwajitikshitisham Nisesha Visranita Koshachatam Utpata Vidyo Guru Dakshinarthi Kautsaf Prapede Varatantu Sishyaha. Raghu Vamsha Shlokam. This Kautsa goes there. But to his dismay, Raghu Maharaja usually had a golden vessel in his hand. That golden vessel was to pour water and give dhanam. But that golden vessel was replaced by an earthen vessel, because he had given even that golden vessel as charity, donation. Everything was given as dhanam. This boy saw, oh, I'm late. He has already given everything. In Tamil they say Gajana Gali. Exchequer is already empty. Because just before elections they say Gajana Gali. Next government will take care. Election is going to come in Tamil Nadu. So exchequer is empty. What can I do? Okay, this Kautsa came, he saw, he went back. He came, he saw, he conquered. No, he came, he saw, he just went back. But Raghu noted. King Raghu asked him, hey boy, you just came? You are just going back? What happened? What do you want? Oh no, I came seeking from some donations from you. But seeing your plight, I understand very well. I will go back. Raghu told him, no. There should not be history that a person went to Raghu Maharaja and returned empty-handed without receiving anything. There should not be a history like that. Whoever comes to me should be rewarded with whatever he wants. Tell me, what do you want? He said, very difficult. Very difficult or easy that I will decide. What do you want? I want 14 crore gold coins to give Guru Dakshina to my Guru, because unknowingly I had talked low of Acharya Susrusha. My Acharya got angry and he is asking for 14 crore gold coins. Okay? Wait for one day. Tomorrow morning I will come back with 14 crore gold coins. How? Raghu said, there is Kubera, the god of wealth. I will wage war against Kubera, defeat him, bring gold coins from his exchequer and give it to you. Please wait for one day. Okay, I will wait, he said. Kubera heard of this. Raghu is going to wage war against you. Kubera got afraid. Oh, I am not fit enough to fight against Raghu Maharaja. He needs gold coins only, right? In Ayodhya, on the banks of Swargadhara Tirtham. In Ayodhya, they say Swargadhara Tirtham. On the banks of that Tirtham, Kubera poured gold coins as rain. He just rained gold coins. Crores and crores and crores of gold coins were poured in Ayodhya. And Raghu Maharaja got the news, there is a rain of gold coins. Rain of water? No. Rain of ice? No. Rain of gold coins. Raghu Maharaja came and saw, yes, okay. Then no need for war. Gold coins have come. Kautsa, come here, boy. You take all these gold coins. That Kautsa told Raghu, no, this is more than 14 crore gold coins. I need 14 crore only. Raghu said, no. Everything has been poured for your sake only. I don't want even a penny. Take all of them. That boy Kautsa, he blessed Raghu Maharaja. A great son will be born in your clan. You have great generosity, magnanimity. You are a great Dana Prabhu. To honor you, a great Mahatma will be born in your dynasty. He blesses and goes. Kalidasa sings, Sabhupatihi Basurahe Marashim Labdham Kuberat Abhiyasyamanat Didesha Kautsaya Samastameva Padam Sumero Riva Vajrabhinnam. He takes and goes. Now Lord Narayana, he is watching everything. He saw the magnanimity and generosity of Raghu Maharaja. People do charity, but whatever possible, they just keep everything for themselves. If something is in excess, they will give away charity. But this Raghu Maharaja, he is something different. Bhagavan wanted to honor him. How? Bhagavan wanted to add the name of Raghu to his name. If Bhagavan adds somebody's name to his name will remain forever in this universe. So Bhagavan incarnated in that Raghu Vamsham as Lord Rama and came to be known as Raghu Rama, Raghu Natha, Raghu Pati, Raghu Vara, Raghukula Tilaka, Raghava. Now the name of Raghu, it lasts for generations, eons and eons and eons. So to glorify the Dhanam of Raghu Maharaja, Lord Narayana chose to incarnate in his Vamsham as the son of Dasharatha, as Lord Rama, and that marks the entry into the third part of our discourse, Ram Ayodhya under Rama. Now in that Raghu Vamsham, which has been inhabited by great kings starting from Vaivaswata Manu, Puranjaya Kakutstha, Ambarisha, Mandhatha, and then our Raghu Maharaja, Dasharatha. His name itself suggests Ratha means chariot. Dasharatha. Dasharatha means 10 chariots. No, he had one chariot, but he was able to drive that one chariot in 10 directions. 10 directions? There are only 8 directions. East, west, north, south, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, top, bottom, upper worlds, lower worlds. So in all these 10 directions, he was able to drive his chariot. So he was called Dasharatha. Ratham in all Dasha directions, 10 directions. That Dasharatha performed a Putra Kameshti Yagam with Rishyashringar as the Purohit, as a result of which on the day of Sri Rama Navami, in that holy Kshetram of Ayodhya, as the son of Dasharatha and Kausalya, Lord Rama incarnated. Just open your mental eyes. Don't close your external eyes. Just open your internal eyes. Just mental eyes. Just see the baby Rama in the cradle, born as the son of Kausalya and Dasharatha. Valmiki describes Tatascha Dwadashe Mase Chaitre Navamike Tithau Nakshatre Aditi Daivatye Procha Samsteshu Panchasu Graheshu Karkate Lagne Vakpatau Induna Saha Prodhyamane Jagannatham Sarvaloka Namaskritam Kausalya Ajanayat Ramam Divya Lakshana Sanyutam Vishtoramsham Mahabhagam Putram Aikshwaku Nandanam. On the day of Sri Rama Navami, Chaitra month, Shukla Paksha, Navami Tithi, Punarvasu star in Karkataka Lagna, Lord Rama, when 5 grahas were in exalted position, Panchagraha Ucham, 5 grahas were in exalted position, at that time Lord Rama incarnated in Ayodhya just to honor the donation of Raghu Maharaja. That was also a reason. Also Ravana Vadam is there. He wants to give his Gunanubhavam to devotees. Many more reasons are there, of course. Now, this Rama, he had great attachment towards the city of Ayodhya. At the same time, Ayodhya also had great attachment towards Lord Rama. How much attachment Ayodhya had towards Rama means Valmiki describes in Ayodhya Kandam of Sri Ramayana. When Rama proceeded to forest, Vanavasam, people of Ayodhya cried. That you all know. But Valmiki goes one step further. Api vrikshaha parimlanaha sa pushpankura korakaha. Even plants, trees, herbs got withered seeing Rama go to forest. So every creature, every object in Ayodhya, the entire city had so much love towards Lord Rama. At the same time, when Rama returned back from exile after 14 years and is getting coronated, the entire city appeared so happy. You can see the happiness in every object and every creature in Ayodhya. So that city itself was full of devotional attachment towards Lord Rama, and in that Ayodhya alone, Rama's Pattabhishekam coronation happened. The scene which we all want to visualize. The Sita Rama Pattabhishekam. Again, just open your internal eyes. How did that Pattabhishekam happen? There is a throne studded with gems. It is a golden throne. Maharatna Pite Shubhe Kalpamule Sukasinam Aditya Koti Prakasham. On a golden throne studded with gems, Rama is seated. His brightness, radiance is like that of 1,000 suns. He is seated along with Sita Devi towards his left side. Usually, wife should be in the right side of husband. But in coronation, Pattabhishekam alone, wife should be by the left. Sada Janaki Lakshmano Petamekam Sada Ramachandram Bhajeham Bhajeham Bhajeham. Now Rama seated on that Simhasanam along with Sita Devi. Now 8 rishis perform coronation for him. Vasitto Vamadevascha, Jabali Rathakashyapaha, Katyayana Suyagnyascha, Gautamo Vijayastatha, Abhyashinchan Naravyagram, Prasannena Sugandhina, Salilena Sahasraksham, Vasavo Vasavam Yatha. Rama was coronated as the king of Ayodhya, and being there, Rama ruled the universe in Rama Rajya, the regime of Rama, the ideal regime we say. But my grand preceptor, Pracharya Ashukavi Villur Srinidhi Swami, he wrote 3 Ramayanams in Sanskrit. Chatushloki Ramayanam, 1 Ramayanam in 4 shlokas, 4 verses, full Ramayanam. Next one is Manju Ramayanam. In 250 verses, he wrote the entire essence of Ramayanam. Number 3, Mandasmita Ramayanam, enjoying the smile of Lord Rama in Vaduvur. He wrote a Ramayanam describing the smile of Rama itself, that is Mandasmita Ramayanam. Among these 3 Ramayanas, in Manju Ramayanam, he says, all the people assembled in Ayodhya like you to have darshan of Rama's coronation, none of them were able to see Rama's coronation. Why? Their eyes were filled with tears of devotion and joy, and those tears blocked their vision. Since the tears blocked their vision, they were unable to have darshan of Sita Rama Pattabhishekam. Alas, Shlokam. Nayananandatu vari nivaritam Raghupater vadanambuja darshanam tadapi chakshushi sarvajane sthitam samabhavat sutaram abhishechitat. None of them were able to have a darshan, have a glimpse of that Pattabhishekam, because tears overflowed from their eyes and blocked their vision. But they did another thing to compensate that. Do you know what is that? Sita Rama, they were already enshrined within the eyes of those people. It's okay if we are unable to have darshan of this coronation. Sita Rama are within our eyes. Let us do Pattabhishekam with our tears. So Sita Rama are well within our eyes. They just shed tears of joy, and with those tears they perform Pattabhishekam to Sita Rama within their eyes. So just close our eyes for a moment. Let us all perform Pattabhishekam for Sita Rama with tears of joy and devotion. My Pracharya describes Agre Padukaya Dayabhyadikaya. In front, Rama's sandals, Padukas are there. Parshvepi Bhumi Bhuva, Sita to the left, Vayor Atma Bhuva, Padambuja Yugim, Sangrindata Sadaram. Hanuman is holding the feet of Lord Rama tightly. Chatram Chamarayor, Yuganchavahata, Bhratritrayena Vritam, Lakshmana Shatrughna waving fans, Bharata holding the umbrella, Sarvatrapi Naraisha Vanaraganihi, and he is surrounded by devotees like Sugriva, Angada, Vibhishana, Jambavan, Guha, and everybody. Ramam Bhaje Shyamalam, the dark-hued Rama seated in Virasanam on his own and special Simhasanam. That Rama is now within our eyes, and he is getting coronated Pattabhishekam with our own tears. And just open our eyes after having a mental glimpse, virtual darshan of that Sita Rama Pattabhishekam. Following that Pattabhishekam, Rama ruled the entire world from Ayodhya, which is called Rama Rajyam, the ideal kingdom we say. How was Rama Rajyam? Valmiki describes, Na paryadevan vidhavaha nachavyala kritam bayam. In Rama Rajya, there were no widows. In Rama Rajyam, there was no harm caused by wild animals. Na vyadijam bayam vapi Rame Rajyam prashasati. In Rama Rajyam, there were no diseases. There were no fear of diseases. Because more than disease, the fear of disease itself kills us. So no disease, no fear of disease. Nirdasyur abhavat loko nanartah kanchitas prishatu. Similarly, there were no thieves. There were no inauspiciousness, amangalam. One more thing Valmiki says, Nachasma vriddha balanam pretakaryani kurvate. A person dies and funeral rites are performed for him. Always funeral rites were performed by younger people for elder people. Never ever did an elder person perform funeral rite for an younger person. This was the greatness of Ramarajya. Sarvam muditamevasita sarvo dharma paro bhavat. All people were interested to follow dharma. All people led a happy and contented life. Ramamevanupashyanto nabhyahinsan parasparam. Nobody troubled others. If we all look at our own job and never mind about other people, everything will be fine. Today the problem is we are not caring about ourselves. We are always concerned about other people only. That's why all problems arise. They were all doing their duty perfectly and they did not cause any harm to others. Asan Varsha Sahasrani Tata Putra Sahasrinaha. Not only that, Rama lived for 11,000 years, Valmiki says. People also lived for thousands of years. Asan Varsha Sahasrani. People lived for thousands of years. Is it possible? Shastras say, if the king is good, his citizens will have long life. Here the king is the greatest of all greats. So under Ramarajyam, all people lived for thousands of years. Tata Putra Sahasrinaha, they had thousands of children as well. Niramaya Vishokascha Rame Rajyam Prashasati. Now another problem will come. If they live for 1,000 years, then they may get diabetes, hypertension. What? In these days, not 60 years, even 30-year person gets diabetes, hypertension. You ask all people to live for 1,000 years, 10,000 years? No. Even if they live for 10,000 years, they did not have any disease. They did not have any sorrow. Happy life. Disease-free life. Long life. Life should be happy. Life should be disease-free. Life should be long as well. They had that in Ramarajyam. Ramo Ramo Rama iti prajanam abhavan kataha Ramabhutam Jagadabhut Rame Rajyam Prashasati. They saw Rama everywhere. They chanted Rama Rama. Even today, if you go to Ayodhya, they say Ram 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 Ram. Siya Ram Siya Ram. Jai Sri Ram Jai Sri Ram. That Rama chant was always there. They saw everything as the form of Rama. Nitya Pushpaha, Nitya Palaha, Tarava Skanda Vistritaha. Trees flourished with branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. Kale Varshicha Parjanyaha. There was rain at the right time. Sukasparshascha Marutaha. Gentle breeze was always blowing. Asan Praja Dharmaratha Ramesha Sati Nandritaha. Nobody spoke anything other than truth. Everybody will speak Satyam, truth only in Ramarajyam. So if you observe Ramarajyam, it doesn't mean that king alone is perfect. People are all perfect. People should follow Dharma. People should adhere to Dharma. When people start adhering to their dharmas, immediately Rama will come as king and give us Ramarajyam. So internal transformation from our side is needed, because we are looking at somebody else. Who will give us Ramarajyam? Who will give us Ramarajyam? Nobody will give us. Each one of us should mend ourselves. We should start following Dharma. We should be ideal subjects. The place where ideal subjects dwell will be ruled by the ideal king, and that rule will be Ramarajyam. That's the message conveyed by Valmiki. So this is Ayodhya under Rama. Dashavarsha Sahasrani, Dashavarsha Shatani cha. Valmiki says Sahasra means 1,000. Dashavarsha Sahasrani means 10 into 1,000, 10,000 years. Dashavarsha Shatani cha. Shata means 100. Dasha Shata means 1,000, 10 into 100. So 10,000 plus 1,000. 11,000. Bhratribhi Sahita Sriman Ramo Rajyam Akarayat. This is Ayodhya under Ramarajya. The ideal way of governance, the ideal kingdom, the ideal regime, Ramarajyam. This is third part, Ayodhya under Rama. Time is 8:35. I know 10 minutes remaining. We are going to the fourth part, final part now. This should be interesting. Ayodhya after Rama. After Rama proceeded to his divine abode, what happened to Ayodhya? Because you all know, Rama took all the people in Ayodhya along with him. Not only people, whatever creatures accompanied, even mixie grinder in your home, whatever accompanies Rama, Rama took everything to Vaikuntham. Yes, you can all come with me. Then what happened to Ayodhya? That fish-shaped city, seated on Sudarshana Chakram, Sarayu river is flowing. But Rama, he got into Sarayu river. This has been described in Uttarakandam of Valmiki. Uttarakandam, 106th Sargam, 18th verse. Govinda Raja, the great commentator, describes Tato Vishnosh Chaturbhagam Agatam Surasattamaha Dritva Prabudita Sarve Pujayantisma Ragavam. There Govinda Raja says clearly, Rama entered into Sarayu and then came out and merged into the form of Lord Vishnu Narayana. Lakshmana, he entered the form of Adisesha. As per Valmiki Ramayanam, Bharata merged with the body of Garuda. Shatrughna merged into the body of Vishwaksena. Sesha Suparna Vishwaksena Rupena Chaturvibago Vishtuhu Tatra Sesha Rupaha Chaturtamsho Lakshmanaha Suparno Bharataha Vishwaksena Rupa Shatrugnaha Iti Rahasyartaha. This is the commentary given for Uttaragandam. As per Kamba Ramayanam, Sudarshana Chakra came as Bharata. Then our friend will ask, already 2 Sudarshana Chakras are gone, now 3rd Sudarshana Chakra you are saying. And Panchajanyam, Conch came as Shatrughna. This is Kamba Ramayanam. As per Valmiki Ramayanam, Narayana as Rama, Adisesha as Lakshmana, Garuda as Bharata, Vishwaksena as Shatrughna. Now they all return. Then what happened to Ayodhya? People all accompanied. This is also given in Uttarakandam. This Ayodhya kingdom, it was called Kosala kingdom. The headquarters, capital is Ayodhya. Kingdom is called Kosala kingdom. It was further divided into 8 provinces by Lord Rama. Before leaving, Rama divided it into 8 provinces. Rama had 2 children. Kusha, he ruled the province called Kushasthali. Lava, he ruled the province called Shravasti. Now coming to Lakshmana, he had 2 sons, Angada, Chitraketu. Angada ruled the province called Angadiya. Chitraketu ruled the province called Chitrakanta. Now Bharata had 2 sons, Taksha and Pushkala. Taksha ruled Takshashila. Pushkala ruled Pushkalavarta. That Takshashila has become Taxila. In history books you might have read Taxila. That is Takshashila ruled by the elder son of Bharata. And then Shatrughna, he had 2 sons, Shatrugati and Subahu. Shatrugati ruled the province of Vaidisham. Subahu ruled the province of Mathura. So it was divided into 8 parts. The 4 brothers had 2 sons each. So the 8 sons, Kusha, Lava, Angada, Chitraketu, Taksha, Pushkala, Shatrugati, Subahu ruled the 8 provinces of Kushasthali, Shravasti, Angadiya, Chitrakanta, Takshashila, Pushkalavarta, Vaidisham, Mathura respectively. The descendants of Kusha continue to inhabit Ayodhya as well. That's fit-shaped part. It came under Kushasthali only. So Kusha's descendants, they started to live in Ayodhya, and they next generations of kings coming in the lineage of Kusha, they ruled through Treta Yuga till the end of Dwapara Yuga. Rama's eldest son Kusha's descendants ruled Ayodhya. By the end of Dwapara Yugam, Kusha's descendant Brihad Bala, he ruled Ayodhya. But to all our disappointment, this Brihad Bala allied with Kauravas in Mahabharata Yuddham. Brihad Bala became a friend of Duryodhana. Hey, what is this? Yes, it is given in Vishnu Puranam. 4th Amsham, 4th Adhyayam, Tasya Brihad Balaha, Yo Arjuna Tanayena Abhimanyuna Bharata Yuddhe Kshayamaniyatha. This Brihad Bala, the descendant of Rama himself, Kusha's descendant, he aligned by Duryodhana's side, fought against Pandavas, and that Brihad Bala was killed by Abhimanyu in Mahabharata war, and with that the Ikshvaku dynasty comes to an end. Oh, what is this? Climax is very sad climax. You started very well. Now time is 8:40. Can you conclude like this? Actually, there is a message here. You may be a descendant of Lord Rama himself, but if you keep friendship with bad persons like Duryodhana, you will get punishment for this. So we should always be in satsangam. Whoever we are, if we go to asatsangam, if we keep friendship with bad people, then we will receive the punishment for us. Always satsangam. That only mends us. That only takes us in the right path. That's the hidden message here. But not only that, another part of this Ayodhya, same Kosala kingdom, was ruled by King Nagnajit. In Dwapara Yugam, another king Nagnajit, his ancestry has not been mentioned, but Nagnajit ruled another part of Ayodhya. This is an interesting incident you see. Nagnajit nama Kausalyaha Asit Raja Adi Dharmikaha. He was a very, very dharmic king. Nagnajit. He ruled the kingdom of Ayodhya one part. Tasya Satyabhavat Kanya Devi Nagnajiti Nripa. He got a girl, daughter called Satya. This king Nagnajit, he laid one condition. Whoever wants to marry my daughter Satya, princess, He should tame 7 bulls. Natham shekur nripavodum ajitva sapta govrishan tikshna shringan sududharshan virya gandha sahan kalan. He had 7 bulls with sharp horns. They were terrific bulls. Whoever tames all these 7 bulls can marry my daughter, Princess Satya, he said. Why should he tame these bulls and all? Because in those days, kings, they want to test the valor, strength, and courage of their son-in-laws. The best test is taming a bull. It means, okay, he is a valiant person. He can become my son-in-law. Similarly, in those days, Brahmins, while selecting bridegrooms for their daughters, what they do? How many digit salary, US, Euro, or US dollars, how much you are earning? Is there any luggage in your home? Luggage means in-laws. No. They would ask the bridegroom to chant Vedas. Whoever chants Vedas perfectly, Brahmins will give their daughter to that bridegroom. That was the criteria in those days. You don't ask me if they are following today. Similarly, kings, they would keep this test for valor. So you have to tame 7 bulls. If you do that, I will give my daughter in marriage. Now, many kings tried. They were unable to tame those 7 bulls. Evam samayam akarnya badva parikaram prabhu. It was by the end of Dwapara Yugam. Which incarnation? Krishna Avataram. So you see, starting from Matsya Avataram till Krishna Avataram, Ayodhya is some way or other associated with Bhagavan. Now Krishna, Atmanam Saptadha Kritva, Nyagrihnat Leelayayvatan. Krishna took 7 forms. One Krishna, note this point. One Krishna, he took 7 forms and tamed all those 7 bulls. As Krishna has tamed all those 7 bulls and defeated them, now Nagnajit was very happy. You are the proper bridegroom for my daughter. He gave away his daughter Satya in marriage to Krishna. Vyakarshat Leelaya Bandhat Balo Darumayan Yatha Tataf Prita Sutham Raja Dadau Krishnaya Vismitaha. So the same Lord Rama, who was the son of Ayodhya in Treta Yuga, became the son-in-law of Ayodhya as Krishna in Dwapara Yuga. Since I had gone to a great Krishna devotee's home before coming here, you see Krishna has come in this discourse as well. So Rama was the son of Ayodhya in Treta Yuga, Krishna son-in-law of Ayodhya in Dwapara Yugam. Okay, now coming to Kali Yugam, 845. Kali Yugam. Yes, we have to come back here, right? I told you, anyhow, I will take you back to Eindhoven by 845. Now coming to Kali Yugam. This glorious place of Ayodhya, starting from Krita Yugam, Vaivasvata Manu, from Matsya Avataram till Krishna Avataram. In that Ayodhya, after Rama's departure, a temple had been erected in Ram Janmabhoomi. And Ayodhya is considered as a Divyadesham as well. That's why in Kali Yugam, Alvars have sung Ayodhya as one of the Divyadeshams. 108 holy shrines we say Divyadeshams. 5 Alvars have performed Mangala Shasanam for Ayodhya. Nammalvar, Kulasegara Perumal, Periyalvar, Tondaradi Pudiyalvar, Tirumangayalvar. 5 Alvars have sung about Ayodhya. However, due to some untoward incidents that happened in between, Rama had to be in exile from his own abode for 500 years. In Rama Avataram, 14 years exile, and then he returned. Now 500 years exile, no problem. How many years of exile? I will come back because it is Ayodhya. Nobody can capture by war. So, just like Rama returned to Ayodhya after 14 years and observed coronation, now our Ram Lalla has returned to Ram Janmabhoomi after 500 years of exile. And now in Ayodhya, we can see the great temple, Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir of Lord Sri Rama. This temple is 120 meters long, 76 meters wide, and 49 meters high. 120 into 76 into 49 cubic meters. That's the dimension of that temple. It is in Nagara style of architecture, specifically Maru Gurjara style they say. Nagara style of architecture. It has a 3-story platform. In the first floor, we have Ram Darbar, the Darbar of Lord Rama. It has 5 mandapas. Nritya Mandapa, Ranga Mandapa, Sabha Mandapa, Prarthana Mandapa and Kirtana Mandapa, and adjoining shrines for various deities including Surya, Ganesha, Shiva, Devi, Hanuman, Saraswati, they are all there. The speciality of this Ram Mandir is no iron plate has been used. No iron nails have been used, because iron is said to be the favorite of Yama. So we usually don't use iron in Vaidika karmas. So in this temple, for the fusion of stone blocks, they have used copper plates only instead of iron. Another thing is, the stone was sandstone from Rajasthan. 17,000 cubic meter of sandstone was brought from Rajasthan for the construction of the temple. For the Bhumi Puja, holy water from all rivers in Bharatadesham, starting from Ganges to Kaveri, all holy waters have been brought for the Bhumi Puja. Now our Ram Lalla, he stands in the middle as a 5-year-old princess. He is a child Rama. Ram Lalla we say. Lalla means child. A 5-year-old prince. How will he appear? The same appearance, with Mandasmita Vadana, with a gentle smile on his divine face, with a princely look, as a 5-year-old boy, 51 inches high. Our Ram Lalla's height is 51 inches high. Standing pose, standing on a double lotus seat. He is standing on a seat with a double lotus. Dashavataras carved around him. Hanuman by his right foot and Garuda by his left foot. Hanuman to the right, Garuda to his left. With his right hand, he is blessing us, also carrying arrow and also blessing us with Abhaya Mudra in his right hand. And in his left hand, he is carrying his bow called Kodanda. Around him we can see Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. On top you can see the sun, Surya, because Rama came in Surya Vamsham. Below his feet, you can see Navagrahas. Why the 9 planets are below his seat means, Swami Deshikan in Paduka Sahasram says, in Rama Paduka, all Navagrahas are there worshipping his Paduka. Kanaka Ruchira, Kavya Kyata, Shanaish Charanochita, Shita Guru Buddha, Baswa Drupa, Dvijadipa Sevita, Vihita Vibhava Nityam, Vishtov Pade, Mani Paduke, Tomasti Mahati, Vishweshamna Shubha Grahamandali. So Navagrahas are worshipping his Paduka. Now finally, that Ram Lalla in Ayodhya teaches us a great lesson for our everyday life. And I would conclude this discourse with that take-home message. What does Ayodhya mean? Yes, another meaning as per Vedas we saw. Vaikuntham, it cannot be conquered by war. Ayodhya, Vaikuntham. Why should Bhagavan make a sankalpam that a place in earth should be named as Vaikuntham? The secret here is this Ayodhya and Rama, it has a great philosophical significance. It has been explained by Swami Vedanta Deshika in his text Sankalpa Suryodayam. Darpodagra Dashendriyanana Mano Naktanchara Dhittite Dehesmin Bhavasindhuna Parivrite Dinam Dasham Asthitaha Adyatve Hanumat Samena Guruna Prakhyapitarthaf Puman Lanka Ruddha Videha Rajatanaya Nyayena Lalapyate. You all know Ramayanam. Now view the same Ramayanam from a different perspective. Rama is Paramatma. Sita takes the role of Jivatma. Sita was imprisoned in Lanka. Lanka is the ocean of samsara. Lanka is an island surrounded by ocean. This samsara, this ocean of worldly existence, this is Lanka. This Jivatma Sita is caught in this Lanka of worldly existence in Ashokavanam. Our body is Ashokavanam. This Jivatma is imprisoned in this body called Ashokavanam in this ocean of samsara. Who imprisoned Sita? Ravana. Ravana is our mind. How many heads does Ravana have? Our mind also has 10 heads, 5 sense organs, 5 motor organs, together constitute the 10 heads of our mind called Ravana. This mind is influenced by 3 gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Sattva guna is Vibhishana, Ravana drove him away. Rajo guna, lust and anger, Shurpanaka. Tamo guna, sleep, Kumbhakarna. Ravana keeps Shurpanaka, Kumbhakarna, Rajogunam, Tamogunam with him and tortures Sita. Who should come to save this Jivatma? Paramatma. But did Paramatma come? Did Rama come? He sent Hanuman. Similarly, God doesn't come directly. He sends an Acharya as his messenger. Bhagavan doesn't come directly. Just like Rama sending Hanuman as messenger, Bhagavan sends Acharya as messenger. Just like Hanuman crossing the ocean, Acharya takes birth in this samsaram. Just like Hanuman finding out Sita, Acharya finds out the perfect disciple. Just like Hanuman singing Ramayanam to Sita, Acharya sings the glories of God to the disciple. Just like Hanuman giving the signet ring to Sita, Acharya gives the symbol of sconch and disc on the shoulders of the disciple. Just like Hanuman burning Lanka, Acharya burns all our sins. Just like Hanuman uniting Sita with Rama, Acharya unites this Jivatma with Paramatma. As this happens, Sita goes with Rama to Jivatma, goes with Paramatma to Vaikuntham, Ayodhya. So, Sita-Rama Pattabhishekam in Ayodhya implies that this Jivatma attains Paramatma in Vaikuntham and does Pattabhishekam for Kaikarya Samrajyam. We will be engaged in eternal devotional service to the Lord. For that, Kaikarya Samrajya Pattabhishekam happens to every one of us in Ayodhya, because the palan said by our Purana is, whoever listens to Ayodhya Mahatmyam will be reserved a birth in Vaikuntham now itself. Now that we have listened to Ayodhya Mahatmyam, they will all get a reservation, just like railway ticket reservation or flight ticket booking. We have all booked a seat in the real Ayodhya Vaikuntha once we have listened to Ayodhya Mahatmyam. So, may Sita, Rama and Hanuman bless us all in abundance so that we have a prosperous life in this world and also the other. So, we have got Ayodhya here, Ayodhya there as well. So, we have got two Ayodhyas to enjoy here. We have got Ayodhya of our Bharata Desham, and after this life, we have got the greater Ayodhya which is awaiting us. So, let us all pray to Lord Rama that we will get the experience of both Ayodhyas without any hindrance in between. And may Lord Rama, Sita and Hanuman bless us all for all kinds of happiness, prosperity, fame, devotion, wisdom and everything. Whatever prayers you have in mind, with the grace of Sita, Rama and Hanuman, may all those prayers fulfilled. And the most important prayer is our SVP. They are taking great efforts for building the temple with Hanuman's Kripa and Sita Rama's Anugraham. Very soon may a temple come up in our own Eindhoven, and let this become Ayodhya very soon. Mangalam Kosalendraya Maganiya Gunabdage Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Asadhya Nagarim Divyam Abhishiktaya Sitaya Rajadiraja Rajaya Ramabhadraya Mangalam Mangala Shasana Parair Madacharya Purogamaihi Sarvaisha Purvai Racharya Satkritaya Astu Mangalam. Now I will open for the Q&A session.
Open for some questions.
அடியேன் இங்கே அடியேன் தமிழில் தான் கேட்க போகிறேன். இப்போது நீங்கள் சொன்னேன்ல அஹிம்சா பிரதமம் புஷ்பம் மந்திரி புகழ், இப்போ அது நம்ம திருவாரதனை இப்போ பண்ணல அப்படின்னா, பண்ண முடியல, ஏதோ காத்தால் பண்ண முடியலன்னா, அது சொன்னால் திருவாரதனை பண்ணதுக்கு ஈக்குவலாக இருக்குமா?
திருவாராதனத்தில் எது பண்ணலையோ திருவாராதனத்தில் என்னென்ன பண்ணலையோ நீங்கள் திருவாராதனத்தில் என்னென்ன பண்ணலையோ அது பண்ணுறதுக்கான என்ன ஆல்டர்னேட்டிவ்ங்கிறது அவளே கொடுத்துட்டா. இப்போ புஷ்பம் சமர்ப்பிக்கணும் தான், அது முடியலைன்னா பூச்சூட்டல் பாசுரங்கள் சேவிக்கணும். திருத்துழாய் சமர்ப்பிக்க முடியலைன்னா அதுக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆல்டர்னேட்டிவ் பழைய திருத்துழாய் இருந்தால் சமர்ப்பிக்கலாம். அதுவும் முடியலைன்னா நெக்ஸ்ட் ஆல்டர்னேட்டிவ் இது இஞ்சிமேட் அழிசிங்கர் சாதிச்சது, அதாவது இந்த துளசி காம்பை சந்தனத்தோடு சேர்த்து அரைச்சிட்டு அந்த வாசனையை பெருமாளுக்கு காட்டலாம். அதுவும் முடியலைன்னா திருவாய்மொழியில் 4ஆம் பத்து 2ஆம் திருவாய்மொழி பாலனாய் ஏழுலகுண்டு பரிவின்றி அந்த பாசுரங்களை சேவிச்சிட்டோன்னா அதில் திருத்துழாய் பற்றி தான் 10 பாட்டு ஆழ்வார் பாடியிருக்கார். அதை சேவிச்சிட்டோன்னா திருத்துழாய் சமர்ப்பிச்சதுக்கு சமம். திருமஞ்சனம் பண்ண முடியலன்னா திருமஞ்சனத்துக்கு நீராட்டல் பதிகம் சேவிக்கணும். அந்த மாதிரி அதுக்கு ஆல்டர்னேட்டிவ் தனி.
தன்யோஸ்மி.
How do you know if God is here?
How? Because he makes you listen to this discourse, right? Can you sit in one place for more than 40 minutes? In school they say the retention time, attention span is maximum 40 minutes. But I have been speaking for 95 minutes. You sat here. Why?
Because it was interesting.
Why was it interesting?
I
Yes,
don't know.
just think, because I want you to think more. Just answer, I am not your teacher.
You explain how stuff work.
I may explain, that is different. But if there is no matter, can I make it interesting?
No.
The content should be interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because history is actually an interesting subject. But geography is very boring subject. Because they describe river, forest, everything. History will be very jolly subject. Because they teach us about lot of king's stories, everything will come. So the content should be interesting. You see, the most attractive thing in this world is God. This is said in Upanishad. Chandogya Upanishad, 7th chapter, Bhuma Vidya says, Yatra nanyat pashyati, nanyat shrunoti, nanyat vijanati sa bhuma. Just observe in your experience. If you start looking at God, your eyes won't look at anything else. If you start listening about God, your ears won't listen about anything else. If you start thinking about God, your mind will not think about anything else. Just see, 95 minutes, all these people, including me, including all of them, we were all thinking about Ayodhya. We were all hearing about Ayodhya. We were all visualizing Ayodhya. Why didn't anything else come in front of our mind? But imagine the same situation, you are watching a cricket match. Will you get full focus?
No.
Your mind will often deviate to other places, right?
Yeah, because I don't know cricket. I don't know how to play.
Okay, another, what is your hobby? What TV show you watch?
There's no TV at home.
No TV. Mobile?
I don't have a phone.
Okay, very good. It is a very good habit. Okay, now take this example. You are writing your homework.
Okay.
At that time, your concentration gets diverted to other things, right?
Not always.
Huh?
Not always.
Not always, but sometimes.
Yes.
You get that diversion. But when you think about God, you don't get that diversion. Because your inner conscience is naturally attracted to God. Because He is your base. Only because of Him you are functioning. That's why when you look at the divine form or the deity form of God, your mind will automatically get attracted to it. When you listen to His glories, your ears will automatically get attracted to it. That shows that there is some divinity. There is some divine presence in it. That's why I get some happiness. You sat here for 95 minutes. You may not be used to listening of too much of lectures, but you found it somewhat interesting. In your words only I am saying. You
Yeah.
said it was interesting.
Yes.
How did that interest happen? Because unintentionally or subconsciously we are all attached to God only. He is within you. That's why you are able to enjoy that. External things, they appear good, appear pleasant, but they will not be 100% pleasant to you. But this is internal thing. That's why it gives you not only happiness but also peace of mind. As you develop more and more devotion and experience more and more of that peace of mind, you can very well realize that God is dwelling. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. ஆ ஆ கேளுங்க, எனக்கு கேட்டு சொல்லுங்க.
அஹிம்சா பரமோ தர்மஹ அப்படின்னு சொன்னேன். அஹிம்சா அவர் பெருமாளுக்கு வந்து நம்ம
ஆமா,
சேவிக்கிறது
எஸ், மூவ் ஆன்.
ஆனா அதனால தானே நம்ம 500 இயர்ஸ் நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி ராமர் வந்து இல்லாம தன்னோட வீட்டுல இருந்து வெளில இருந்த
மன்னிமித்தம் கிருதம் பாப்பம் புண்ணிய அபிபுண்ணியாய கல்பத்தேன்னு ஒன்று சொல்லியிருக்கேன். அஹிம்சானா சும்மா போயிட்டு இருக்க உயிரை வந்து துன்புறுத்தக்கூடாதுங்கிற ஒரு சிஸ்டம் வந்து வேற. இப்போ வந்து அடுப்பு எரிக்கிறோம் இல்லையா, அதில் எவ்வளோ கிருமிகள் சாகிறது.
ஆமா,
ஆன்டிபயோட்டிக் மாத்திரை சாப்பிட்டா
அது கரெக்ட் தான். அதான் நம்ம இதுதான் சொல்றோம். ஒரு பக்கமா நம்ம சொல்றோம் அஹிம்சா அஹிம்சா அப்படின்னு. அதனால தானே இத்தனை நம்ம வந்து
நாட் டைரக்ட்லி ரிலேட்டட் டு அஹிம்சா. அதாவது ஒரு ராஜாங்கிறவன் சண்டை போடணும். ஒரு ராஜா தோத்து போயிட்டான்னா அது அவனோட தோல்வி. இப்போ யாரும் சண்டைக்கு ஒருத்தன் வரும்போது இவ சைலண்டாக இருந்து தோத்து போனான்னு அர்த்தம் இல்லை. இவாளும் எடுத்து சண்டை போடுறா. பகவானுடைய சங்கல்பம் அப்போ போயிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் வரணும்னு நினச்சிருக்காரு. அது சிலது பகவான் அப்படி பண்ணுவார். இதை நீங்கள் இந்த ஆங்கிளில் பார்க்கக்கூடாது. அப்படி போட்டால் உபன்யாசகர் வந்து எல்லாரையும் ஓகே யூ கோ அண்ட் ஃபைட்டுன்னு சொல்லிட்டாருன்னு ஆகிடும். பீஸ் தான் வசதி.
அதுதான்
இல்லை வாருங்கிறது வந்து வார் இஸ் நாட் த சொல்யூஷன் ஃபார் எவ்ரி திங். பட் இதெல்லாம் நாம் எப்படி புரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னா பகவானுடைய லீலை. நீங்கள் நினச்சி பாருங்கள், இந்த கோவிட்னு ஒன்று வந்தது 2020. கோவிட் வந்து எல்லா கோவிலையும் சாத்திட்டோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது தான் அச்சோ நம்ம இவ்வளோ நாள் கோவிலுக்கு போகலையே, திடீர் கோவிலுக்கு போகிறவான்னு நிறைய பேர் கிளம்பினா. அப்போது ஒரு கோவில் சாத்துறது கூட பாருங்க, ஆஹா இதை நம்ம மிஸ் பண்ணிடுவோமோன்னு ஒரு பயம் ஏற்பட்டு அங்கே போகணும்னு நினைக்கிறோம் இல்லையா. அதுபோல் ராமன் என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கான், ஏன்டா என்னை கண்டுக்காமே இருக்கீங்க ராம் ஜென்மபூமின்னு உட்காந்துருக்கேன், வா நான் உன்னை ஏற்படுத்தி விட்றேன்னு ஒன்று பண்ணி விட்டார்னா அவர் ஃபேமஸ் ஆகிடுவார், லைன் லைட்டுக்கு வந்துடுவார். ஆஹா ராமன் ராமன் எல்லாரும் வருவோம். இன்றைக்கி அயோத்தியா மகாத்மியம்னு ஒரு உபன்யாசம் போட்டால் இவ்வளோ டாபிக் இவ்வளோ பேர் வந்திருக்கோம் இல்லையா. அந்த மாதிரி அதை பாசிட்டிவாக எடுத்துட்டு பகவான்கிட்ட பிரார்த்தனை பண்ணி விட்டுருங்க.
கரெக்ட். இன்னும் ஒரே ஒரு கேள்வி. நீங்க சொன்னோம் வைவத்ஸ் மனு இருந்தாருன்னு. நம்ம நார்மலி வந்து எப்படி பண்ணியிருக்காருன்னா, இப்போ பெருமாள் வந்து மேல தேவ பெருமாள் இருக்கார், அப்புறமா தேவர்கள் இருக்கா, அப்புறமா வந்து மனுஷா இருக்கா, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஹைரார்கி இருக்குல்ல. இப்போ வைவத்ஸ மனு அப்படின்றதுனாக்கா யூனிவர்ஸ்க்கே அவர் தான் பொறுப்பு அப்படின்னா
இந்த எர்த்துக்கு தான், பூலோகத்துக்கு மட்டும்தான் மனுங்கிறவர். மேலே சொர்க்கத்துக்கெல்லாம் ஒரு கண்ட்ரோல் கிடையாது.
ஓகே, புரிஞ்சுது.
அதுக்கு தான் மனுலேருந்து மேன்னு சொல்லிட்டேன் பாருங்க, மேனை தான் ஒரு ரூல் பண்ணுவார்.
இது நிறையா இது புராணத்துலேருந்து நீங்கள் கோட் பண்ணல, ஸ்கந்த புராணம், பிரம்ம புராணம், விஷ்ணு புராணம். ஸோ இந்த புராணங்கிறது தான் ஆதியா? யார் எழுதினது அதெல்லாம் அந்த புராணம்?
அதாவது இந்த புராணங்கள் எல்லாவற்றையும் நமக்கு தொகுத்து கொடுத்தவர் வேதவியாசர். பட் இது வந்து அனாதி அப்படிங்கிற சொல்கிறத விட பிகினிங் பாயிண்ட் எங்கே இருக்குன்னு பார்த்தா இதெல்லாம் பிரம்மா கிட்டேருந்து வந்திருக்கு. புராணங்கள் எல்லாம் ஒரு கான்சைஸ் ஃபார்மில் பிரம்மா நாரதருக்கோ யாரோ ஒரு ரிஷிக்கு உபதேசம் பண்ணுவார். அது அப்படியே டெவலப் ஆகி ஒரு குரு பரம்பரையில் வரும். பட் பின்னாடி வரும்போது அடுத்தடுத்து சரித்திரங்கள் சேர்ந்து அது பெருசாகும். ஸோ நீங்கள் புராணம்ங்கிறது வந்து ஒரு துவாபர யுகத்தின் இறுதி வரைக்கும் ஒரு டெஃபினட் ஃபார்ம் நீங்கள் கொடுக்க முடியாது. இட் மே எக்ஸிஸ்ட் இன் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் ஃபார்ம்ஸ், நிறைய இது ஆட் ஆகும். வியாசர் என்ன பண்ணிட்டார், அவர் தான் செக் பாயிண்ட், எல்லாத்தையும் வச்சு கம்பைல் பண்ணி இது இந்தந்த புராணம்னு கொடுத்துட்டார்.
Namaskaram. Maybe in English for everyone.
Yes.
You talked about the or Mahatmyam of Matsya Murti, and you said it comes in Skanda Puranam. Skanda Puranam is primarily for Muruga Perumal.
Skanda Puranam has one entire Vaishnava Khandam.
Okay.
In that Skanda Purana Vaishnava Khandam only, even Venkatachala Mahatmyam is there.
Okay. That's...
You cannot know Tirumala Tirupati full history without the help of Vaishnava Khandam of Skanda Puranam.
Okay.
And even Skanda Puranam Vaishnava Khandam goes on to say that Subramanya got his spear veil from Lord Srinivasa only.
அந்த மகாத்மியம் கொஞ்சம் சொல்றீங்களா?
என்ன சொல்லணும்?
அந்த வைஷ்ணவ
அது பெரிய உபன்யாசம். நீங்க என்ன இப்பதான் ஒரு உபன்யாசம் பண்ணி முடிச்ச, மறுபடியும் உபன்யாசம் பண்ண சொல்றீங்க?
தேங்க்யூ. அயோத்தியாவா விருந்தாவனா, பெருமாளுக்கு எந்த பாவம் பிடிக்கும்? இல்லை இது அச்சிந்திய நம்ம
ராமருக்கு அயோத்தியா பிடிக்கும், கிருஷ்ணனுக்கு பிருந்தாவனம் பிடிக்கும்.
அடியன் சுவாமி, ஃபர்ஸ்ட்லி உங்கள் உபன்யாசத்துக்கு ரொம்ப தேங்க்யூ.
தேங்க்யூ.
இப்போ தான் வந்திருக்கேன் புதுசாக இந்த ஊருக்கு. ஸோ
ஆ.
உங்களை வந்து இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணதே ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது, இவ்வளோ பேர் இங்கே பார்க்குறதுக்கு. என்னோட கேள்வி என்னன்னா சுவாமி, இங்கே கடைசியாக உபன்யாசம்ல சொன்னது இந்த மாதிரி ராமர் அண்ட் சீதாவோட பட்டாபிஷேகம், நீங்கள் மெட்டஃபாரிக்கலாக ஹவு நம்ம ஜீவாத்மா பரமாத்மா செய்கிறதுன்னு சின்ன வயசுலேயே இந்த கேட்டுன்னு தான் இருக்கேன் சுவாமி. இந்த மாதிரி மாய உலகத்தில் இருக்கோம், இதுலேருந்து ஒரு கான்ஷியஸ் வரணும், இப்போ தான் பெருமாளை அடையிறது, பேசிக் நம்ம இருக்கிறதுலாம் மாய உலகம் அதெல்லாம் தெரியுது. இது எனக்கு தெரியுது, ஆனாலும் வேர்ல்ட்லி திங்ஸ் நம்ம வி கீப் கோயிங் ஆன், ஏதாச்சும் கான்சர்ட் போகிறதோ மூவி பார்க்குறதோ அந்த மாதிரி. ஒரு தடவை அப்படி தான் வேலுக்குடி சுவாமியோட ஏதோ உபன்யாசம் கேட்டுட்டு அடுத்த நாள் தான் மூவி போகும்போது எனக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி கில்ட் ஆகிடுச்சு. ஐயோ இவ்வளோ பார்க்குறோம், ஓ அப்படியா அப்படியான்னு பார்க்குறோம், ஆனால் அடுத்த நாளே இந்த மாதிரி சினிமாக்கெலாம் போகிறோமே, எனக்கு அது பண்ணுறது நான் இப்போ தப்பா, ஒரு மாதிரி வேர்ல்ட்லி விஷயம் பண்ணுறதுக்கே
டூ பாயிண்ட்ல
கில்ட்டியாக
ஆன்சர்
ஃபீல் ஆகுது.
பண்ணுறேன்.
ஓகே.
பாயிண்ட் நம்பர் 1, உலகம் வந்து மாயை கிடையாது, இல்யூஷன் கிடையாது. உலகம் இஸ் ரியல். இது வந்து ராமானுஜர் காட்டின முக்கியமான விஷயம். வேர்ல்ட் இஸ் நாட் இல்யூஷன், வேர்ல்ட் இஸ் நாட் மித்யா, வேர்ல்ட் இஸ் ட்ரூ. அதனால் உண்மையை உண்மைன்னு ஒத்துப்போம். செகண்ட் பாயிண்ட், எல்லாருக்குமே அவ்வளோ பெரிய பக்குவம் உடனே வராது. இப்போது நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும்னா, மோட்சத்துக்கு விரோதமான ஆசையெல்லாம் உடனே விட்டுறணும். எந்தெந்த விருப்பங்கள்லாம் நீங்கள் மோட்சம் போகிறதுக்கு விரோதமாக இருக்குமோ இம்மீடியட்லி லீவ் தம் ஆல். மற்றபடி இந்த சின்ன சின்ன விஷயங்கள், தர்மத்துக்கு விரோதம் இல்லாத சின்ன சின்ன விஷயங்கள், ஆசைகள் இருக்குன்னா அதை எல்லாராலையும் உடனே சப்ரஸ் பண்ணிவிட்டு இப்போ உடனே எல்லாரும் முற்றும் துறந்தவர்னு ஆவதுங்கிறது நம்மளை போல ஹியூமன் பீயிங்க்கு உடனே அது சாத்தியம் இல்லை. நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணலான்னா அதை மினிமைஸ் பண்ணிகிட்டே வரலாம். அஃப்கோர்ஸ் ஐடியல் ஸ்டேட்டுன்னு ஒன்று இருக்குது, அதுக்கு போய் தான் ஆகணும். பட் நாட் டுமாரோ, நாட் இமீடியட்லி வித்தின் எ வீக். கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக மினிமைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. இன்னொரு டெக்னிக் சொல்லித்தரேன், இது மற்றவா சொல்ல மாட்டேன், நான் ஒன்று சொல்கிறேன், இதை நான் ட்ரை பண்ணி பாருங்கள். எனக்கு அது ட்ரை பண்ணால் ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆச்சு, அதனால் உங்களுக்கு சொல்கிறேன். நீங்கள் சினிமாவே பார்த்தாலும் அதில் பெருமாளுடைய பெருமையை சேர்த்து ரசித்து பாருங்க. இதில் இப்போது நீங்கள் ஒரு இடம் போய் சுற்றி பார்க்குறீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், பகவான் எப்படி உலகத்தை படைச்சிருக்கான் பாரு, இதுலேருந்து நாம் என்ன தத்துவம் புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம், அதை மாதிரி ரசித்து பாருங்க. இப்படி பார்க்க ஆரம்பித்தா, நான் ஃபாரினில் உபன்யாசம் பண்ண வந்தால் ஊர் சுற்ற மாட்டேன், அது என்னோட பாலிசி. உபன்யாசம் பண்ண வந்தால் உபன்யாசம் பண்ணிட்டு போயிடுவோன்னு. போன தடவை யூரோப் டூர் வந்தப்போ ஜெனிவாவில் வந்து இல்லை நீங்கள் ஒரு லேக் வந்து பாருங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு கூட்டின்னு போய் அதில் வந்து படகுலெல்லாம் அழிச்சுன்னு போனேன். என்ன எல்லாத்தையும் பார்த்தேன், சரின்ட்டு அங்கேயே உட்காந்து ஒரு வீடியோ போட்டேன். பாருங்கள் இவ்வளோ அழகாக பகவான் உலகத்தை படைச்சானே, ஏன் சிருஷ்டி பண்ணான் அப்படின்னா எல்லாம் நம்முடைய நன்மைக்காக பண்ணியிருக்கான், நாம் மோட்சம் போகணுங்கிறதுக்காக இத்தனையும் பார்த்து பார்த்து பண்ணியிருக்கான். அதில் வந்து மேகங்களை பார்க்கும்போது அவன் திருமேனி வண்ணம் ஞாபகம் வருது, அந்த மின்னலை பார்க்கும்போது அவர் கையில் உள்ள சக்கராயுதம் ஞாபகம் வருது, இடி இடிக்கும்போது சங்கநாதம் ஞாபகம் வருது. இப்படி தான் ஆண்டாளும் பாடியிருக்கா திருப்பாவையில். அதனால் இதெல்லாம் அப்படியே பகவானுடைய குணங்களை ஞாபகப்படுத்துறது. அப்படி நம்ம இயற்கையை ரசிப்போம்னு அப்படி ஆரம்பிச்சு பாருங்க. எல்லாத்துலேயும் பகவானை பார்க்க ஆரம்பிங்க.
நிச்சயம் பண்ணுறேன். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
One last question.
வினதா வந்து கருடன் அந்த அமிர்த கலசம் எடுத்துட்டு வரத்துக்கு போகும்போது she said some shlokas and blessed him.
ஆமாம்.
After when time permits, is it possible for you to tell us what
இல்லை,
the shloka is?
என்னோட யூடியூப்லேயே இருக்குது, கருட வைபவம்னு 2 வீடியோ போட்டிருக்கேன், 2லேயும் அது சொல்லியிருக்கேன். டாக்டர் வெங்கடேஷ் உபன்யாசம்ஸ்,
நன்றி.
கருட வைபவம், யூ ஜஸ்ட் சர்ச், அதுக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷனோட போட்டிருக்கேன்.
Whether we can chant Dvaya Mandaram at the time of bedtime by sitting on the bed.
Dvaya Mantram can be mentally recited always.
Anytime we can.
Mentally.
No, that's what mentally. But by sitting on the bed also we can say before bed.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And also thinking on the meaning as well.
Yeah.
Not mere mechanical meditation.
No.
You have to think on reflect on the meaning also.
Okay, thank you.
எல்லா ஸ்லோகமும் மீனிங் தெரிஞ்சுட்டு தான் சொல்லணுமா?
அதாவது இந்த ஸ்லோகங்கள் வந்து பெரியோர்கள் பண்ண ஸ்லோகம் எல்லாத்துலேயும் அவள் தபஸும் கலந்துருக்கும். அதனால நீங்கள் அந்த ஸ்லோகத்தில் அர்த்தம் தெரியாமல் சொன்னாலும் அவளுடைய தபஸ்னால உங்களுக்கு ஒரு அனுகிரகம் வரும். 2, எந்த ஒரு ஸ்லோகமுமே சொல்ல 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 மீனிங் உங்களை தேடி வந்துருங்கிறதும் சத்தியம், அடியன் உணர்ந்திருக்கேன். திஸ் பீயிங் த கேஸ், இருந்தாலும் அர்த்தத்தோட சொன்னால் வசதி தான்.
Sorry, but we are running short of time, so one last question.
பாகவத்ல மூணாம் கேண்டோல கர்தம முனி பகவான் வரேரு.
ஆமாம்.
நீங்க
பிந்து சரஸ்
சொன்னதும் ரெண்டும் ஒன்னே தானா?
ஆஹா
இல்ல ஏன்னா அவரும்
அது
அதுலயும் அவர்
அது மத்ஸ்யமூர்த்தி சிந்தின கண்ணீர்.
அது
இது கருட வாகனத்துல கர்தமருக்காக பெருமாள் சிந்திய கண்ணீர் பிந்து சரஸ்.
அது பிந்து சரஸ். அது ஓகே.
அது பிந்து சரஸ்னு
அது
பேரு.
பிந்து
அது
சரஸ்.
சரஸ்வதி நதிக்கரையில.
சரஸ்வதி நதிக்கரையில. ஆனா
கர்தமர் தபஸ் பண்ணது சரஸ்வதி கரை.
தேவஹூதி அதுக்கப்புறம் நீ வந்து கல்யாணம் பண்ணிப்பேன்னு பகவான் சொன்னார். ஆனா காட்சி ரெண்டும் ஒண்ணே. கருடன் மேல வந்து ஓகே.
இல்ல இங்க காட்சி கருடன் மேல வரல. இங்க வைவஸ்வத மனுவை நினைச்சு மத்ஸ்யமூர்த்தி கண்ணீர் சிந்தினார். அயோத்தியால கருட வாகனத்துல வந்தது வந்து இவருக்கு கிடையாது, விஷ்ணு சர்மாக்கு.
It is our privilege to felicitate Swami Shri Dr. Venkatesh. I respectfully call upon Shri Jagannathan Mama, Ekam Kalpana, and from SVK volunteers, we'll like to call Sridhar and Arvind Garu. Nandu to do the honors. On behalf of Stitching Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam SVK, we offer our humble pranams and sincere gratitude to Swami Dr. Venkatesh. Through his profound knowledge, he transported us to the sacred land of Sri Rama, making Ayodhya not just a place in the map, but also a living spiritual experience in our hearts. We are truly grateful and blessed by this sacred Upanyasam. Thank you, everybody. Om Namo Narayana.